Hey guys, Carl from Purple Misplaced. If you follow my channel at all, you may notice that unboxings are not really something I do, so this is a bit of a special one for me. But Endeavor Deep Sea just showed up on my doorstep, and this is a game that I previewed for its crowdfunding campaign, and I had a whole lot of fun with it. And I wasn't sure that I was gonna get another video made for this game because, as I said, I already did do a preview for it and I am kind of swamped with other stuff to cover. But I did want to get it back on camera just to remind everybody how great this game is and remind everybody to go check it out if you haven't already done so. But on top of that, Endeavor Deep Sea is one that Burnt Island Games sort of started this initiative to try and be sort of sustainable with their game production moving forward. And I was sort of very curious to see how that turned out. So I did want to do an unboxing of this just to show off this whole sort of sustainability factor of this game and its packaging and so on. And again, just to give one more shout out of this game, just to tell everybody how awesome I think the game is. So here it is. This is what the game looks like when I took it out of the box. And you'll notice right away that there is no plastic wrap. There's no shrink wrap on this box. Instead, it sort of looks like an old school textbook book cover made out of paper, as if it had been wrapped with a paper bag. So let me go ahead and open it up and we'll see exactly what's inside. We'll see exactly how the game turned out, inserts, components, and what have you. Slides that right out of there. Now, this is the first time I'm opening it, and unfortunately, I do notice that there is some splitting. Wow, pretty serious splitting on that edge. So I will be potentially reaching out to them, though this is a reviewer copy, so I feel a little bit bad doing so. But there is some splitting on the box. Now, the box was wrapped in one layer of bubble wrap in the packaging, so that's a shame that that happened, but so be it. I do notice that the box is a little bit crooked, so it may be that the slightly higher level over here compared to this side over here did cause that splittage, which is a little bit sad, but otherwise everything looks good so far. So here we go. We've got a bunch of different token sheets. Now, just so you can see, nice quality punch board. They punch out real nice. There's no sort of sticking or clinging at all on those punch boards when I punch them out. Artwork just showing you a little bit up close. Very nice artwork. Love the somewhat muted colors on these. Yeah, I think this looks great. Rulebook. Again, I'm not really going to get into the game because I did preview the game already. And if you want to watch that video of mine, you can go back and do that because I do definitely recommend the game. Now, this right here, Endeavor Deep Sea. Hi, you are now the proud owner of the deluxe edition of Endeavor Deep Sea. Your rulebooks show only the retail versions of items that have been upgraded in your edition. This guide explains what is what, and more importantly, it doesn't say more importantly, I'm putting that emphasis here, where everything goes in the inserts. This piece of paper right here is amazing, and I wish that all game publishers would do this because it's very often they come up with these really cool inserts and dividers and so on, and then they don't really explain where everything goes, and that sort of bothers me. But this is very awesome. Shows exactly where everything fits in. Each player tray shows exactly how each one holds everything. Really cool. A bit of a sales pitch on the back. Check out some games. Now, this is a sort of dual production now from Grand Gamers Guild and Burnt Island Games. Both great companies, both companies that have some really great products coming out. I actually have a review of Mycelia coming very shortly. All right, then. What else do we have here? Ocean Board special rule clarifications, scenario clarifications. This is cool. All right, so it's like a slider. Now, I remember this from the prototype. I remember the prototype, I think, had a plastic cover on this. This is made out of, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like that compostable material you get at restaurants that's kind of paper but sturdier than that. It almost feels plastic, but you can tell that it's made out of sort of a card stock. And this is ultimately where these are all going to fit in, organized and so on. I'm not going to spend time organizing on camera. Just wanted to show that to you. And the sleeve idea is a really cool one that they can use non-plastic but still hold everything together with some really nice artwork on there as well. Big thumbs up for that. Then we've got all of the different scenario mission cards and map cards. Robotic Wanderer mini expansion. Cool. Orca Reintroduction mini expansion. Underwave Academy mini expansion. Lots of extra stuff for me to check out. So you know what? Come early next year, if I've played this a bunch, I may need to do another video with some of this extra stuff thrown in. Definitely leave some comments down below if you think I should do that. Here's some more boards that come with the game. I think these must be extra boards because they're not in with this. They may have been. It looks like the paper holder split on that, but again, no big deal because everything fit in nicely. Nothing's really rattling around. This space in here holds, I see. Because of the extras, and we saw here that there were a couple extras, they don't quite fit in there. So I don't know how that's going to work when everything's organized properly, but there is a little bit of extra up there. But it could be that something under there, and let's see right now, is not quite fitting in where it's supposed to. And yeah, see, I think that's exactly the problem. If that sits flush, and we'll dig in there in a minute, then those fit in there absolutely perfectly. So there was just a little bit of settling problem in shipping. I think probably the box wasn't held flat enough or tight enough, so the lid did lift just a little bit and cause things to settle around, which did cause that slight crookedness, which probably ultimately did cause the splitting on the edge of the box lid, which is a shame, but again, not a rule break or a deal breaker. I can always put a little tape on there. I don't really care so much. Here we've got the player boards. Wow, these are gorgeous dual layered player boards. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it here. Each of these square areas has a little sort of bump in between them, so things should probably be held in real nice and not slide back and forth. I'll check that out in just a second. Yeah, really cool, really nice punchy colors, unique colors, not the same kind of colors you see normally. I love to see purple in a game, yay. All right, so here again, paper splitting, but it held it where it needed to hold it. Yeah, these look great. These are the deep sea tiles. Here are these sort of higher level top sea. I don't know what the actual terms are. It's been a while since I've played it, but the higher, shallower surface level. A bunch of cards in here. Over here, again, really cool with these sleeves. Nothing's in here yet because all of the components are in these bags, but these are the sort of player inserts. So each player gets their own one of these that slides in. Player colors, again, really punchy colors that I think look really great. Slightly unique colors that you don't necessarily see in a lot of games. Another big thumbs up for the purple. You'll notice at quick glance that each of the different sort of underwater vehicles for each of the player colors is a different shape, which makes me incredibly happy as well. I love unique wooden componentry. Looking in further, this wave is super cool. I'm not sure what that is, a first player marker maybe, or a round tracker. I can check real quickly the components list, because here we go, big thumbs up again. There are 2 pages of very detailed listing of all of the components in the box. I love that because a lot of times rules forget that and you don't really know what you got or what you need to get. That says it's a wave marker, so there must be certain scenarios that use that for some reason. Again, here is some score sheets in there. These are the sort of goal cards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, dedicated, scholarly. These are the different goals you need to achieve throughout the game. Now, these bags are definitely that sort of vegetable plastic. I don't know how much that comes across on camera, but the material of these is certainly different than a plastic. This definitely feels like that compostable plastic. In here we have these little markers for the different tracks on your boards. And looking then at the tracks on the boards, remembering then how these work. Yes, remember we said here that the Kickstarter thing was an upgrade. Those unique shapes are from the deluxe version from the Kickstarter. Same thing here, these unique shapes are an upgrade from the cubes. So these are gonna slot into those holes, and you'll see that they're a little bit bigger than the squares, so they don't fit in there correctly. Sideways though, they fit nicely. It's a little bit of a shame that the space wasn't quite considered for the deluxe upgrade. I don't think there's any kind of special, no. So there's, I guess, gonna sit in sideways, but again, they do hold the piece in there fairly well so that it doesn't slide back and forth, which is nice. In here, pulling out some of these, you'll see these are the player action tokens. Each color does have a unique symbol on them. I'm not sure whether or not that's deluxe only or not. I don't think so, no, because that's in the base box, or sorry, the base rule book. You can see here, each of those discs does have a symbol on it. Those look really nice with those symbols printed on them. Same thing right here. Pouring out some of these tokens right here, these hex tokens. These are impact markers. This is what you use for the maps. Let me pull out a map so you can see. As you're playing here, there are these hexes, so you'll be placing these out on those locations as you take them. Again, nice colors, nice wooden bits. Putting those back away. Next bag. Oh, these are the player ships that I was talking about before. Dump some of these out and take a look at them. Yeah, these look great. I love the different shapes. I love, again, the punchy colors. Super, super cool. I'm a huge fan of wooden components, of custom shapes and designs especially. Big thumbs up for me on those. Looking into this last baggie here now. And in here, oh, these look like the pieces from the mini expansions. Maybe some orcas, some kind of weird underwater machine, some green cubes. Yeah, all that's left in there is some more of those orcas. Really, really, really cool components. And again, aside from this sort of veggie plastic bags that hold the wooden bits, everything else is cardboard, wood, this sort of, I don't even know how to describe this. It feels great. It almost feels plastic, but you can tell that it's that sort of composted paper material, but it feels like it's coated with something or treated with something that it gives it a really nice sort of smooth feel to it. I don't know if this is also sort of veggie plastic or what it's made out of, but I love it. And it's certainly not vacuum plastic, so that is great for me. Everything here looks amazing. I applaud them for everything they've done to make this sustainable, to eliminate plastic waste. I'm a little bummed that my box lid has a split edge, but it is what it is, and it's not the end of the world. This looks and feels wonderful. I can't wait to dive back into this. And again, now that I see that there's lots of extra stuff in here, I may have to show off a later scenario, some of the mini expansions or what have you, because I can't wait to get into this game. And again, I have a feeling this is coming back in another video in the future. I hope that this video was helpful for you. I did really want to show off just how much work has gone into the making of this game. I applaud the work on the sustainability. Heck, I applaud the work on the graphic design, the art, the game design itself. Lots of thumbs from me on this one. Again, I hope this video was helpful for you. As always, if it was, I do ask you to please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon below, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks. Okay, I lied. I'm back. I just wanted to show you quickly how everything is now that it's all organized and put back in the box. Here we've got all of the rule books. This is that tray that I showed you before, now all filled in with the different specialists. Now the cool thing is each of these has a different sort of number of tiles in there. You'll see here this one has 4 tiles, whereas this one, say for example, has 3 tiles. This one here only has 2 tiles. Yet they all sit flush, so everything is designed to fit them perfectly. They also all have slots on the edges, so you can simply just push them and they pop up. Really, really, really nice design. And again, this sleeve covers everything, holding everything really nicely in there. Next, we've got the scenarios. If I have any small complaint, it's this one doesn't quite fit flat. There's a little bit of empty space under it, but they're floppy and they're not going to get ruined, so that's fine with me. Here we've got 3-player trays. Here I've got 2-player trays. Down here I've got all the dive tokens plus all of the expansion content I've got in this little bag. Still here we've got the cards, the step back cards and the bonus gold cards fit there. The wave fits there. There was also a cardboard punch out of the wave that fit under there fine. All the player boards slot right in there on top of. These are the different zone tiles split sort of roughly in 3. There's 2 different decks of cards again with the edges all sunken in so they pop right out real easily to take them out. Here's a little board for one of the specific scenarios. And then under there is the scorecard, or sorry, deck of score sheets. And then again, in each of these player trays, we've got all of the discs, all of those little hexes. This is the starting team leader, and then all of the components for the player. Everything fits really nicely in there, slotted. Not only is everything colored, but everything has the unique symbol for each player color. Again, big thumbs up from me on how everything organizes into this box. Just wanted to show you again how it all fits in very nicely. Again, huge thumbs up from me. That's all for me this time. Again, thanks for watching.